Today we're going to be looking at the two-piece leather option from Furygan, the Raptor Evo 3 and Drack Trousers. So let's get straight into it. So starting off with the Raptor Evo 3, this is of course the third iteration of the Raptor Evo. The one on the mannequin right now is a size large. It does come in sizes from small to 2XL. The price point for this AAA rated garment is $479.99 RRP, which I believe is quite a nice number for trying to get yourself a AAA rated garment like this in front of you today. Now this Furygan has loads of different paneling on it for the high abrasion resistance. So you have the reinforcements at the shoulders, at the front in this ab area, you have like a 4-pack. If you don't have abs already, you will with this jacket, which is quite cool. What I don't get is why they didn't make it a 6-pack. That would be a little bit. But anyway, there's ventilation at the front here. So in the summer, there is a thermal lining on the inside. So you just whip that out, get nice breathable ventilation throughout this jacket. So you're not hot and sweaty inside your leathers during those sunnier months. But once it gets a little bit colder, like in the footage you'll be seeing today, Lewis was actually wearing this garment with the thermal lining in it. And he said it was absolutely fine in all kinds of weather like that. Now, you do have stylistic cues, you have ventilation at the top, you also have pockets as well because you need to store them, because this is more so a road jacket rather than a track jacket. Now, it's not to say that you can't wear this on track, but just in the UK, and something to give us peace of mind is we tend to normally go for a 1-piece over a 2-piece, just because some track days may not allow a 2-piece set like this, but out in Europe, you might be fine. Just check the details on that. You have accordion stretch paneling around the shoulders and around the back as well, so you're not going to be tight and cumbersome when you're on your bike. It's a very flexible jacket depending on what sort of riding style you have as well. So if you're either on a sports bike or a naked bike or any other kind of bike, you have that flexibility. You're not going to be fixed into that same position as you would in a 1-piece where you're kind of a bit hunched over. For the overall makeup of the jacket, this is cowhide leather, so it's going to be nice and highly abrasion resistant. You do have triple stitching as well, which is a very strong sort of stitching. You also get D3O armor, so it's nice and soft. It's not going to be cumbersome. It's not going to be big or massive on your back. You're not going to feel like you're going to be restricted in your movement when you're riding your bikes. Now, the one in front of you, we have a black and red collar combo, but there's also a white and black color combo that you'll see right now. Lovely little kind of stylistic cues on the jacket throughout the whole entirety of it. You have nice shoulder cups as well to help with that abrasion resistance if you're going to get your shoulder down, even though you have some nice elbow sliders there as well. But I don't think we're going to be like Toprak Razgat Lioglu anytime soon. Now, on the backhand side of it, you do have big accordion stretch paneling on the rear. As well, you have a lovely Furygan bull logo on the top of your shoulders and a dropped rear hem to stop that breeze going up your bum, with a Furygan logo plastered across the back of that too. Now, on the interior of this jacket as well, you have a connector zip, so you can actually pair it up with one of their Furygan trousers, whether that be the leathers that we're going to be talking about in a second, or their jeans that they may have as well. But that makes up the entirety of the Raptor Evo 3. Let's move on to these said Drack trousers. Now, the Dracks come in at the price point of $399.99 RRP, so a little bit less than the jacket, which is always really nice. Now, it's going to have the same similar makeup in terms of the cowhide leather, the stretch paneling in between the legs and everything else like that, and the reinforcement zones that actually are paired up with some Kevlar to assist with the low heat transfer, as well as giving you that extra bit of abrasion resistance. The nice things about this as well is that you could possibly change it up if you want to make it better fit you, because as for myself, I'm quite a short guy, so I would have to alter these trousers and take them up a little bit, and I believe these trousers not to be as tricky. What will normally happen is we'll take it out of the accordion stretch paneling that you find at the knees here. Now, talking about this area down here, you do also have the reinforced cup on the knees there, as well as a lovely little slider with their Furygan logo on there for you to absolutely obliterate around the corners when you're on those track days. Now, once the time runs out and you've actually gone all the way down because you're such a skilled rider yourself, you can go ahead and change these out for another one of their Furygan sliders, or any of your choosing, because you just get stuck on there with this Velcro sort of section down below. The overall fit of this is quite forgiving if you're a bit on the bigger side like myself. I'm a bit wide in the hips per se. And the stretch paneling on this is actually really nice. It's comfortable, super breathable, and also you do have the finer adjustments towards the bottom of the leg portion there as well. Now, at the top part where you connect it up to the Raptor Evo 3, you do have an extra bit of leather to kind of hug around the hip area, around your kidneys, giving you a more secure fit. It's very comforting when you have them both paired up together. There's no exposed skin whatsoever, so you should be okay on those track days. Again, with the stylistic cues, this is going to be a black and red. You can also get this in, like I said earlier, the white and black if you prefer that color option. You have lovely detailing from Furygan. They're very good at making it stand out and make it stand out better than the rest of the other leather jackets and trousers and one pieces out there on the market. They do have their own little stylistic cues. Now, that is the overall sort of construction of these leathers. This is going to definitely be a nice pairing up with the Raptor Evo 3, so definitely do check them out. What we want to talk about, just the last thing before we finish off this video, is actually the gloves that you can get with this if you wanted to have the complete look, which is the STYG 20s. These absolute beauties are the STYG 20s, worn by someone like you may already know, Johan Zarco, around the track. Now, the technology in this glove is actually really nice. There's a lot that's been put into this by the Furygan Design Lab. It has a double cuff closure system, as you would expect for something that you're going to be wearing around the track for the maximum amount of security. You have a reinforced cup there on this gauntlet sort of system. You have a little covering over there so that the strap on the middle portion doesn't get hooked onto anything when you come off your bike, God forbid. Now, you also have loads of like little stylistic cues. You have Kevlar reinforcements in the thumb, in the palm sliders. You have goat leather in the inside. The rest is cowhide leather. You have carbon fiber on your knuckles, which look like absolute monsters. These look like hood scoops off of a muscle car, so you're going to have maximum ventilation out of these gloves. Now, this is the black, red, white collar combo, but you do have other color combos out there, but this one just stays in line with what we've already got in front of us today, the Raptor Evo, the Drack. This just makes it all really tie in well together. Now, the overall shape of the glove is already a pre-shaped sort of design, so as you can tell, my hand is relaxed here. It's already in that curved position when you're going to be on the ends of your grips when you're going around the track. Now, the other nice things about this in terms of the safety features is the stitched ring finger and pinky finger, so that in the event of you coming off your bike, you don't damage your hand around this portion here, because that's the most likely place you will end up damaging them. The reinforced sliders down there is a rubberized system, so you slide off rather than grip onto the ground, and the overall Kevlar design is really, really nice. You can see the actual materials without it being covered up with some fancy designs and everything. It kind of gives it a kind of a raw sort of feeling when you're looking at the gloves. They fit absolutely amazing for my hands. It might be different for you, so you definitely need to try them on for yourself and see where I'm coming from. You have the lovely stitching at the ends of the fingers there, very secure sort of style of stitching, so that it doesn't tear away when you do come off your bike and you do slide around on the ground and everything else like that. But the overall fit, comfort, the looks just look spot on. They really did a really good number on this one, and that's something that I have actually kept for myself. Now, if you did like this video, give us a thumbs up. Comment what you think of the Drack, the Raptor Evo 3 and the STYG 20s down in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, ride safe, and we'll see you all soon. It's so comfy, man. I need a speed triple. Someone give me a speed triple and I'll match it to this. Black and red. There we go.